Steve finishes up his number 2 movement. I mean his move, part 2.
My movement, part 2, in B minus, opus 2. But I didn't have a number 2 movement. No, man. But I will give you a tour of a few of the rooms, and the bathroom might be one of them. That is, if I don't make you seasick or dizzy by moving the.
Yeah.
How to move the camera around, the computer around while I'm doing it.
Well, to keep our show positive, I write the genuine positivity message.
Well, I thank you for that. And while you're doing that, I think I'll eat some oranges.
Steve, no. You have to throw oranges at that festival in Italy.
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
What am I doing?
It looks like you're rocking back and forth.
I'm moving.
Oh, you're moving. I get it. No, you're not moving.
Still moving.
You've moved. Now you're unpacking and reorganizing.
Moving part 2.
Moving part 2.
So unfortunately, I'm only able to do stuff over the weekend. So this is a Saturday show. And this Saturday, I have my once-a-month golf tournament. So much for getting anything done during the day.
Right.
And Saturday night, I promised a coworker and his wife that I was going to take them out to a show. So another day lost without moving, and another day of not getting anything done to make Scott happy and get my studio done. So back on the tour,
what's up with the kids? Why aren't they helping?
They're done. They got their rooms done.
I don't know. I thought they were brought up better than that. They should have been volunteering to help you and tell you to take a day off.
Oh, they did. Wait, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So left off in the washer dryer. So then I had to hook up the dryer to the gas line because it's a gas dryer. And it is amazing the amount of adapters you have to get to hook the gas line up to a gas dryer.
Yes, it is.
Why don't they just make one standard?
Well, they made cell phone plug standard, and they're not anymore.
Cell phone plugs aren't standard anymore?
They most certainly are not.
Well, you got your C-type, and then you've got your Apple. That's it. Those are only 2 types. Otherwise, get rid of that old flip phone, Scott. You don't need a flip phone.
I have the C-type, but Susie's got a Samsung, and it still uses the old plug.
That's because it's an old Samsung.
Oh.
What kind of plug does your pager use?
My pager? I haven't had a pager in 20 years.
I figured if you had the old plugs, you might
Actually,
as well.
has it been 20 years? Yeah, it's been 20 years.
Been a long time. So I figured I told you I'd give you guys a little bit of a tour of the house.
Yes.
You show them the house so they know how to get around when they come over. I go, sure, they got to know what room to go into to meet their I don't know what I am.
Should I play some of that circus music?
No circus music. So if I stand up here, you could see
the desk that is still not put together.
It's the desk that's not put together, and one of those walls there is where it's going to go. And then down there's the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Well, at least that's
right
in the right room.
Wait, there's the wait. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. There's the Wi-Fi.
Yes. And more of your desk.
Okay, more of my desk. Then over here, there's the mixer board.
Right, and the CPU.
Right that way, and the CPU.
Your laptop.
Right. No. Well, the laptop is what I'm just using right now, but that laptop is so old, it still has XP on it.
I got one of those too.
And guess what? You can't upgrade Chrome on it.
No, you can't.
So, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I loved XP. It was one of the better versions.
So now we'll go out here into the hall where there's really light. So you can see the light change and everything. And here.
Look at that. You're all nice and bright now.
Yeah. So this is the lighting I'll be putting in there. That is one of the things, like I said, I liked about the house. It's got all the new lighting. It's got my color lighting, which I love, which is awesome. So let me see if I can get down here. There's the pan.
That you talked about earlier, yeah.
See the pan? That's the pan you got to lift that into. Now, how are you supposed to lift that into there when that's the only space you have? between the wall and the washing machine. How do you lift that in there, Scott, over that lip?
I'm curious why you have a pan, because we don't have a pan on ours.
Is yours on the second floor?
No.
Okay. What happens if your machine springs a leak and the water starts pouring out of it? Where does it go when you're on the first floor?
All over the floor.
Right. Where does it go if you're on the second floor?
All over the floor.
And soaks through and then rots, and then you crash down to the first floor like you see on those tubs and all that, right?
Usually you clean up after a leak.
And there's the dryer. Nice match.
Round and round it goes.
And then, look, that's like a TV show, right?
Yes. No, that's called the cat TV.
So that is, what is that? I don't even know. But yeah, you see it's a nice match set. But we've had it for a while, and I got them on sale. So I was happy about that.
Yes, you never complain about a sale.
Then this is the bathroom. Look how nice it looks. I mean, you can really get a good view of how it's painted. And
yeah.
I mean, it's not.
Although I'm really surprised that you don't have one of those cool glass shower stalls with the raindrop.
It's not that new of a house. It's a 2003. But there's a nice little seating area up here. Well, I don't know what this is, but I'm making you see.
They call that a loft.
It's not really though, because it's not that big.
All right, then it's a landing.
Like expanded hallway. Yeah. Here's the stairs going downstairs.
Down. Oh, look at that cool floating flooring.
What?
Isn't that the floating flooring down at the bottom of the stairs?
Oh, yeah, that's the wood flooring down there. But you can see it's like brand new carpeting.
Oh, I saw Nala.
Nala. What is she doing? Nala.
Where'd she go?
Nala. Where are you, Nala?
There she is. Hi, Nala. She's
Nala.
like, you're trying to put me on the show again. You know I don't like that.
Nala, what are you doing, Nala? She's not avoiding me. No, she's avoiding me. I have to get her back on the show in her new house. My family's down there laughing for some reason. They're probably holding her so she can't come over.
Exactly.
But then this is the other room that I could have made the studio. Another dark room. So we're on the row. So this room is more traditional, right? There's the bed on its side, closet, closet doors, as opposed to the closet that I had in the other room. I can't figure out which way to turn the camera. There we go.
Yeah, that's all right. You're just making everybody dizzy. That's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, spin around.
You are getting sleepy. You want to subscribe to more of our shows. You want to share our shows.
This here, and I don't know. I'll build the studio in the other room there. That'll work. So I've got to switch these lights out, though. Oh, man, you turn the lights off, it goes dark.
It do.
It goes dark. But can you get a good look at the walls and the paint? And
yeah, they kind of look textured.
Yeah, they're gray and they're textured. They do that texturing here. So I don't know if I can.
What do they call it? Pebbled?
Yeah, sure. Let me see.
It's not actually textured, because textured's kind of like popcorn. But yeah, it's like a pebble. Not pebbled. I don't know what they call that. But if you rub your hands on it, it's slightly bumpy, but it's easy to clean, right?
Yeah, sure. Go with that. Coming back into where the studio will be, which maybe in a week I'll have put together.
Don't stand up. Don't stand up. You're going to get your head lopped off by the fan.
Oh, yeah. The fans and that was, yeah. So that was a nice thing. Like I said, the house was on the market. And
Uh-oh. You're breaking up.
Uh-oh.
What did you do?
I plugged it into power and it went freaky.
There you go. Now you're back.
That was scary.
Bizarre.
Excuse me. I got to try and get this back to where I was here. I think I'm right there. So there it is. So that's the move. So hopefully in a week's worth of shows, by then I'll have things put together. I'll have our bed put together. I'll have all that other good stuff put together. But that's it. That's the end of my rant on my move. I want to thank the Academy for.
I want to thank those 4 laborers who decided not to show up when they were supposed to.
Yeah, although I do have to call my internet company. I got Gigablast supposedly. I've been running speed tests, and I'm not even getting 300 megabits. So why am I paying for a gig if I'm not even getting 300, which is a whole tier below that?
Right. Although 300 is still really damn good. We only got 100 here.
Well, again, why am I paying for the gig if I'm not even getting the tier below that?
And
if I'm only getting 100 megabytes, why am I only getting that? So kind of weird. Should I pull up the speed test and run it? No.
No. Just what we need. Lock everything up.
Kill the connection because I'm loading. Yeah. So we'll see how bad this is when you're looking at it. So far, it doesn't look bad, though, right? I mean,
it's actually not bad. Right? Yeah, your lips and your voice are actually matching.
Yeah, and this is Wi-Fi because this little Lenovo that I have does not have a network port.
Right. So once you get your LAN cable, that should make a huge difference.
If I'm actually getting gig speeds.
Right.
So we'll have to see. I'll have to call him and talk to him and say, look, I want the reduced package because I'm not paying for gig if I'm not getting gig.
Right. So you're going to make me emotional.
Why is that?
With all the problems with your computer, that makes me emotional.
Oh, that makes you emotional? I thought the movie you saw made you emotional.
Oh, well, that did too. I was really surprised.
You were surprised that I picked up on the segue, or you were?
No, I was surprised.
That you were emotional at a cartoon.
Well, it's not a cartoon; it's an animated feature.
Okay, and Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner are animated.
Those are cartoons.
Sure.
But How to Train Your Dragon 3. Susie and I went out and saw that.
Yeah, you were saying you're going to see more movies, so cool.
Yes. And I'll tell you something. They really, really went long on the story on this one. I mean.
Really long on the story?
Yes.
Meaning that the story was too long and they could have done it in a half hour, like Upside, which I talked about, the movie Upside, would have been a good half-hour TV show?
Yes and no. The thing is, they made a point, and they made you feel it. It was almost like watching them growing up because they're adults now, or they're at the beginning of the movie they're young adults, and then at the end of the movie they're still young adults, but they are older. Spoiler alert: he has beard stubble, and they do a good job with it. I mean, it was amazingly good.
So I have a question for you. I've not kept up on the Training Your Dragon franchise.
Yes, very good.
In the trailer, they show him throwing his leg over.
Yes.
And tell him to go fetch.
Correct.
What movie or where did he lose his leg?
On the first one, he lost his leg when they're fighting the big bad dragon.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
At the very end of the movie, when his father has got Toothless in the cage on the boat, and they find the island where the big alpha dragon is in the mountain, and all the other dragons have been feeding him, which is why the dragons have been raiding, is they've been having to feed this big alpha dragon. And they break open the mountain with the catapults. The alpha dragon comes out, and this thing is absolutely freaking huge. It's like 500 dragons in one. And Toothless and now I'm having a brain fart is a hiccup, fight this guy. And during the fight, at the end of it, they crash the big dragon, the alpha dragon, into the ground. And Hiccup gets wrapped around with the wings from Toothless, but he loses his leg from the dragon fire of the exploding dragon because his part of his leg was sticking out.
I remember that.
Yep. And that's the very end of the movie. That's the blacksmith guy creates the peg for him so he can still ride his dragon with the peg has a foot thing.
Nice.
Yes, I pay attention to all that stuff.
You don't pay attention to me, but pay attention to that movie. Okay.
I certainly do, because to be perfectly honest with you, animation is a lot better than you. No.
I'm animated.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, how far into the show are we right now?
14 minutes.
All right, I got to look at it because that's going to be a good. What the hell are these things called? Thumbnail or whatever. Yeah, these things. So, anywho's.
Are you petting our genuine positivity message?
Yes, I did. Anyone who has pets in their life learns that their love for us is unconditional. That love gives us the responsibility to ensure we give them love in return. When that happens, you achieve a greater joy than anything you feel by yourself. By me.
That's a very good one, Scott. I like that. That's why we have Nala. You know what I was thinking? You know how they sell those teleprompters?
Yes.
I was thinking about getting one, putting it in front of the camera. So I put my computer monitor up on that. So I'm looking right at the camera the whole time. Would that be a thing?
I have a teleprompter on my screen. You didn't know that, did you?
I'll bite. Well, not
no.
The way
I actually have a teleprompter on my screen. It's an app that I bought.
Yeah.
I don't use it for our show, but I could, but we don't because our show.
You got to look at the camera though, and the camera isn't part of the screen. The camera's up there. The camera.
Yes. What was it? The Eye of Sauron?
Okay.
So, anywho's, when I do some of my other shows, I use the teleprompter to, like when I ran for governor, I used my teleprompter.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. It works out really good. I know the kind you're talking about. You're talking about the teleprompter that has a screen built.
No, when it's on the angle, so it blocks the screen like this, but you can't see it, but I'm looking right at it.
Yes. So.
Professional ones. So it looks like I'm looking at the camera, so I'm talking to you. Does it look like I'm talking to you right now?
Do we have time to talk about the Italians?
I love to talk about the Italians.
Okay. You know what they do every year this time of year?
All right. Well, I always thought they had a tomato fight, but you tell me they have an additional fight.
Yes. They have the Battle of the Oranges.
All right. So the Italians throw tomatoes at each other. They stack pyramids of people, and now they're throwing oranges at each other.
Not just some oranges. 500 tons of oranges.
Okay, all right, tomatoes could splat. Maybe a nice, firm, hard tomato would hurt. But I've never heard of anybody throwing an orange and not going, ow.
Yes. But it's part of the Carnival of Ivrea.
Carnival of who?
Ivrea, Ivrea. I'm probably not pronouncing it the Italian way, but that's as close as I can get.
I didn't pull it up, so.
The local legend holds that a young girl decapitated a tyrannical baron in the 12th century when he attempted to coerce her into sex on the night before her wedding.
Okay.
The girl paraded the baron's head through town, sparking a peasant uprising. And every year, a new girl is chosen to portray Violetta, the girl from the story, and lead the event. And then the food fight is scheduled to last, are you ready for this? 3 days. Ooh, that's a hell of a food fight.
Not exactly sure how the orange ties into any of that, but okay.
They don't tell you. That's what's really cool, but I thought the whole story was interesting.
Well, I mean, if it's a fun show, I'll be there with bells on.
Hey, where have I heard that before? Isn't that a Freeze origin story?
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets their wings. From It's a Wonderful Life. No?
Yes. I'll
be there with bells on.
What does it mean, Steve?
It means that the kid from Polar Express who found the bell that fell off of the sleigh put the bell back on.
Close. It means eager and ready to participate. This phrase is frequently used in reply to a party invitation, and the common format is that to indicate one's enthusiasm with, I'll be there with bells on. How old do you think this phrase is?
200 years.
Not quite. Late 19th century, early 20th century. The first record of it in print is from the Oakland Tribune, June 1904, in a report of a boxing match where they state, Jeff will doubtless be in good condition by the end of the month and barring further accidents will be there with bells on when he was challenged to a boxing match.
Well, there you go. Bells on. Bells are bells on.
Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
Cool. Well, with that, I want to thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. Go to whathappened.world. Right down there. Scott still put it down there. I hope this is still working. I haven't had a chance to watch a show in a while, so oops. I listen to them on the podcast. Go to our podcast. Go to
podcasts are really popular.
iPod. Go to iTunes. Go to Google Play. Search up whathappened.world, and you can listen to our podcast. Go to YouTube. Search up whathappened.world, and you can watch our video. Go to whathappened.world. Oh, no, that's not right. The name of the show is What Happened to the World Today. Thanks for correcting me. The name of the show is What Happened to the World Today. Go find our show. Seek it out. Go to our webpage. Seek us out. Stalk us. Facebook, Instagram. Go to Fun Guy the Entertainer Cooks For You and watch him cook a groundhog. Because the groundhog predicted 6 mild weeks of winter.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I want you to live every day, and we'll see you at the next show.
Be genuinely positive. Live and love life. And have a good one.
Crazy, just different crazy.